I can't say I was exactly bursting with anticipation when I went into this one, partly because the concept of a Predator movie told from the Predator's point of view felt like a fundamental betrayal of the very thing that makes them compelling, their mystique, partly because those CGI-heavy trailers with the horrible Predator redesign didn't do much to win me over, and partly because of early reviews from intellectual giants like Grace Randolph, who boldly gushed over the film's humanization of the Predator and a possible romantic relationship with a androids. Stuff like this is why women's fiction should be banned.
So I'll let you take a guess here. Do you think the Predator actually gets into a romantic relationship with Elle Fanning's android character in this film? If you said no, then ding 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 ding, you're correct, and unfortunately Drinker inevitably is very wrong. No, the Predator does not get into a relationship with an android in this movie. I don't know where he got this from, but Deck and Thea are quite literally just platonic friends throughout the entirety of this film.
Partly because of early reviews from intellectual giants like Grace Randolph, who boldly gushed over the film's humanization of the Predator and a possible romantic relationship with a androids.
Don't know where he got this from, but
you can still just the film on its own. Instead, he just jumps to, there's a female character, there is some kind of romance. The romance is for the gays and the feminists and the communists, therefore bad film. And it's like, that's not legit criticism.
Partly because of early reviews from intellectual giants like Grace Randolph, who boldly gushed over the film's humanization of the Predator and a possible romantic relationship with a androids. Now, I can't say I was exactly bursting with anticipation when I went into this one, partly because the concept of a Predator movie told from the Predator's point of view felt like a fundamental betrayal of the very thing that makes them compelling.
I would love for you to explain why. This is a shorter video. Let me pitch it up a little bit. I would love to hear why you think that is fundamentally broken for the Predator franchise. I'd love to hear you explain that.
Their mystique.
Sorry, sir, I didn't realize.
Partly because of early reviews from intellectual giants like Grace Randolph, who boldly gushed over the film's humanization of the Predator and a possible romantic relationship with a androids.
There was no romance in this movie. I have to reiterate that. If he says there's romance in this, then he didn't watch the film. He didn't watch it. If he says there's romance.
Stuff like this is why women's fiction should be banned.
This movie has nothing to do with women's fiction. That's the narrative they're running with, but it doesn't make sense here. If you were to replace, just listen to this. If you were to replace the woman android with a man, the story would be identical. I need you guys to understand that. If you've seen the movie, you know that I'm telling the truth. If you just replace that android with an android that looks like a man, that one switch, and make it twin brothers instead of twin sisters, if you did that, it would not change anything about the story.
clearly nobody's going to see it. Well, I hate to tell you, Drinker, but it looks like the audience has already spoken for you. People are very clearly going to see this movie.
Be a critic. Be a fan.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
Tip off!
Hasbro. Joe fans, it is PulseCon time. You literally can make Hasbro.
With a copy of a copy.
Yes, I know there's assholes out there saying like, wait, so this guy wants us to send him money to do nothing? So you're thinking about you when you say that.
Fuck off! How fucking dare you make a sensible financial move!
Dick and all of this dick and...
You turned yourself into a meme on that one.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Hasbro doesn't seem to be doing very well right now, Bobby. I don't know if you...
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it's not a toy industry thing, because you don't see other companies laying off over 100 people and having bad earnings reports and this and that.
evening, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. Gotta get a new one for that. It's getting old. It was used in the 50s. Anyway, our top story tonight. Lio Convoy decided to pop in on a live stream with Mega J Retro. And who should be there but Brian Flynn? It was a doozy.
Leo Convoy, why is Thundercat's logo incorrect on the Fast 5 waves of figures? Where do you source your colors and character charts from?
When he said, which Thundercats logo is he talking about?
What? What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's not very specific. I mean, like in certain cases,
this is an LJN homage.
I was about to say,
exactly. This is made to be that way.
And that is exactly the way. That's exactly the way it is in the original toy, because I have it and I love it.
Huh?
And so that was such a great.
Are we talking about belt logos? Are we talking about packaging? Like, what are we talking about?
It's gotta be belt logo. I don't think he could. You know.
Okay. The one on the toys.
So are we talking about the belt logo here?
You are made of stupid.
I'm guessing.
But which toy though? Like he's not being very specific.
That's not the correct answer.
He's saying that every single one in the last 5 waves was incorrect?
Yes.
He's not talking
I don't think that's actually true. I mean, I've seen the tempo is very good in most of them.
Real honesty. I want us to be really honest.
I'm lost. So
yeah, I'm not sure.
On the logos, on the figures. I've never really had a problem with any of them. They look pretty good to me.
He's saying that they're reversed. They're facing the wrong direction.
What? No, I don't think so. They look fine to me.
I don't know. That sounds like a very.
It's kind of spacious. It's
as long as I can make money. I don't care if you lose your hair or become bloated.
kind of spacious, but they're not reversed. Okay, well.
I can't hear you. Lio Convoy did a stream about the live stream, which is weird, but it's worth it. Give it a look. It's on his channel. Flynn was later asked if he uses AI for his artwork. Flynn nervously looked back and said, why would you say that? In other toy news, Tron did not back into HasLab. And believe it or not, the first thing Vern Rance said was, yeah, surprise. The only guy who justified the price is now saying it's a prize because everybody else is saying it's a prize. Because that's what we said from the very beginning. Just to make it clear, Screen Rant is trying real damn hard to make this Hunt for Ben Solo movie happen by drawing up a comparison to Deadpool. That's that bullshit. Screen Rant, let it go, Elsa. And man accused of flashing genitals to drivers on interstate said he needed excitement in his life, deputies say. Well, that is one way to get excitement. I mean, probably not the kind you want, especially in the county pen. Yeah, but don't drop the soap, dude. In other news, Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy is dead. No shit, it hasn't been talked about in 10 years. What is it with all these people just suddenly discovering that things have died when they're not been talked about in 10 years? Weird. It's like movie reporters don't know how to report movies. An adult star is guilty of decapitating her children's dad as she was having an affair with her own stepson, who she secretly married. That just needed to be put out there because that's just freaking weird. And ladies and gentlemen, the trailer for Moana came out, starring the voice actors in their live action roles. Why? Because it's not been that long ago and they can do it. I mean, seriously, it's to the point, next thing you know, it's going to be nostalgic for breakfast. And the gravestone has been erected for Funko Pops. Meanwhile, some places did not get the memo. Venom is now colored like Spider-Man, taking away all the allure of the character that was left. Let's face it, guys, comics died a long damn time ago. This is the best they can do. Now, Leslie Headland did an interview with The Wrap Because we all trust the news source called The Wrap. Sounds like something you get at lunchtime from McDonald's, but with The Wrap, she was quoted a few times. But you have to pay to see the quotes. Thankfully, there are some, like Critical Drinker and others, who actually did screen caps. There are some of them, meaning critics, I respect. And there are some of them that I think are absolutely snake oil salesmen. Just opportunists. Then, of course, there are the fascists and the racists. So it runs the gamut. It isn't just one thing or the other. So I think that if you're in part of the fandom, you understand the genre and the tone of particular channels and creators. So in some ways, I wasn't surprised. And then in other ways, I was disappointed. I think you always do that when you create something. It's just Star Wars on a massive level of visibility. So essentially, in a roundabout way, what you're saying is, you had $250 million to make a Star Wars show. And tiny YouTube channels took it down. What are we going to wait to let into the house, guys? You're right, sink. The oldest animal in the San Diego Zoo has died. No, I don't have a joke for this one. I have a sniff. In case you didn't know about cat owners. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, hitting the important issues in our transportation, is asking people not to wear slippers and pajamas as they come to the airport. Bitch, you worry about the flights being canceled. I'll worry about my attire. And it's none of your business. But you and making sure these planes depart on time is my business. And the first item from Series 6 has sold out at Valorverse, and it was a surprise. Weapons Pack Lima. I actually expected it to be the rocket launcher. But hey, whatever. There's more coming. Don't worry about it. I'll just leave that here a moment. When you know you are staying at the Ritz-Carlton. That was at a hotel I stayed at. We got our first look at the Kith figures. In case you're wondering, the one that looks like it's got stained plastic, that's the Kith figure. They're selling these things for $45 and people bought it. These damn things sold out. Suckers. You gotta know Hasbro's sitting there going, You didn't even put the colors on right, and don't sit here and tell me, oh, that's a pair of 2 colors. It's ugly. Somebody said this might be AI, but of course they couldn't prove it. I don't care if it's AI. Honestly, it's just good to see all the X-Men together again. Kevin Spacey says he's homeless and living in hotels. Claims Hollywood exile would be over if Scorsese or Tarantino called tomorrow. Asshat, go away. You deserve to be homeless. But you're not destitute because you're living in hotels. That ain't cheap. I know, I just had a trip. 166 people chose to be buried in space, which is weird, because you can't actually be buried in space. It's kind of set free and float. But the spacecraft carrying their remains crashed into the Pacific Ocean and said, "Ah, motherfucker, burial at sea it is!" How Keith Urban reacted to a pregnant fan named Nicole amid his divorce. I didn't actually read this article. It's just this damn headline. Then again, it was only 2 weeks ago I found out Keith Urban was married to Nicole Kidman. So there you go. And no, I have not tried to wipe my ass with a laptop. Nor will I. Troubling new survey shows 90% of graduating high school seniors do not know the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow. If you do not get that joke, watch better movies. There's a new Stargate TV series ordered by Amazon Prime from the Blind Spot creator. Well, geez, first time Stargate has been on in, almost 10, 20 years. Ah, shit. Another nostalgia grab. Fuck! School bans children singing K-pop Demon Hunter songs over Christian ethos fears. Fuck your fears! Now you got me wanting to listen to these things. I've never even heard these songs. I gotta go listen. Avengers Doomsday will reportedly feature 2 female variants of Doctor Doom. And that's the news that matters to the geeks around the world. Tune in next time for more fun at the expense of others. Until then, good night, America!